I backed some Illuminated Editions from Beehive Books, and they've just arrived, so I thought I might open the box with you and take a bit of a look for the first time. So they come in these protective cardboard sleeve, which is all very nicely detailed. I should have planned on having something to open up this protective plastic, shouldn't I? Wow. That is some slipcase. These colours are not going to look fantastic on the video, but this is a really beautifully bright, but at the same time classy, orangey ready gradient here. Okay, beautifully thick paper. Typeset at Beehive Books in 10 old style, ED Black Orchid and Baskerville URW. The restored text is transcribed from the 1920 Methuen & Co. edition by Douglas A. Anderson with a small number of typo corrections. It's nice to know they were paying attention when they did that. So what really jumped out at me is the size of this book is larger than I expected. This is, let me see, this is it's slightly larger than A4, and there's a generous margins and space to see here. So it's really a beautiful book to not just to read for the sake of the story, but to look at the typesetting and to enjoy the time spent inside of the book. This style is sensational. So this is quite interesting. I find that the page numbers are on the left and the right of the margin here. Normally you'd expect to find them in the center at the bottom, on the right, maybe at the top. And the placement here works well. The idea of where the page number goes is to basically to help with wayfinding. So if you need to find page number 49, you can flip through and see it right there. That's why you never see, or you shouldn't see, page numbers down in the corners here, because you have to open the pages all the way up to be able to see where you are. In the same way, in the headers, these are usually on the outer margin so that you can quickly see which chapter you're up to as you flick through the pages. If you read Robert Bringhurst's Element of Style, I think, I'd have to go back and double check this, often says not to put the book title in the header, because generally you will know what book you are reading, so you don't need to be reminded of it at every page. But, you know, it's also nice in a book like this where there's only chapters to have a matching header up there. So there are certain cases where I think you can get away with it. So I have never read this book, and it sounded that one of the reasons that I chose this one in particular was because it sounded like a little bit of I don't want to say a lost book, but something that hadn't had much circulation in the 100 years since it was written, and then coupled that with the beautiful style of the illustrations that were chosen and designed specially for this edition, really connected with me when I saw the previews on the Kickstarter page. So very nice. I'm going to spend a bit of time now actually reading through the story. So let's stop here, and hope you enjoyed taking a quick look with me at this Illuminated Edition. I have a few more. I may do a little bit of an overview of those as well. We'll see how we go. Cheers.